Hey guys, how's it going? Professor Shuckle here, and today I'm back with a new thing, another team tour, like yet another one, and this one's called the APA Legacy. This is like Clash of Kings, but only for APA coaches. And today I'm gonna go over the drafted rosters from like the auction, and yeah, I'll be going over the players that were drafted with my good friend, the other half of the famous Skyride course, Mr. Skyhorse himself. Welcome.
Hey, how we going?
Oh, perfect. So yeah, so that's the the famous Skyride court right here, and we're gonna be bringing you professional power ranking slash player analysis of the.
Very, very professional.
Yep. So just yeah, heads up. This is just for fun. Oh, if you don't know you, don't be offended. This is just for completely fun. No ill intent or any diss is meant at all. This is just purely for entertainment. So yeah, don't take it to heart at all. This is supposed to be a chill tournament, and yeah, these are gonna be chill peers. So yeah, you ready, bro? We'll start with the T bros.
Uh, T-Bros.
Yeah, captained by Sarah and Tiro. Yep. What do you think of the captain core? I think it's pretty like a mid-tier captain core. Both of them play Little Cup, or mostly known for Little Cup. So that's a pretty good, solid start there, I guess. Two Little Cup slots filled up already.
I mean, yeah, they've got two little cup slots, but not much experience above that.
Yeah, and yeah, I think so. That's why I think it's like mid to low tier in captain core. I think skill wise and like playing yeah, skill wise. Anyway, they drafted Panther, who's the commissioner of APA and the founder, and is also now server owner. He got that on his birthday, so congrats. For 25.5k, Panther can play all three formats, so I think that's like a fair enough price. He's probably like one of the better players in the pool. Um, yeah,
He's either going to give them a win a week in LC or just very good elsewhere.
yeah, and he also hasn't played for a while, so he's probably itching to get back in. So he'll probably be active as well.
Jason Panther.
Yep. Uh, but the easiest way to beat him is just to schedule at like 11 p.m. and he'll be asleep by then, so you can claim your forfeit win. Easy money. Next up, they have No E Metagross. I actually teamed with him on UCA, and he was pretty active and would offer mocks and stuff. And I think he went 1-1 or 2-1, something like that. So he's pretty good. Like for 11k, I think he's okay. Uh,
I have to defer to you on this. I have no idea.
yeah, so that's right. Yeah, he was my UCA teammate when we made semis. So he's pretty good. So and I know Panther likes him, so that's I believe
Yeah,
how
does
they
he
got.
play? Standard player?
Yeah, he mostly played Swish. Yeah, standard.
Uh,
Oh, also yeah.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
their Oras presence so far is just Panther.
Yep, looks like it.
Yeah.
Next up we have Itz, who's the commissioner of APS Classic League. Um, I think he is also Sword and Shield player. 12k, I think is okay. He does decent in Classic, so I think he should be able to hold his own here. You just played him, Sky. What do you think?
Literally just played him for PGP, and he had a couple of nice creative sets. So
Yeah,
it always helps in 8-mon. A little bit of creativity, have a bit of fun while you're doing it.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, and another APA boy, so that's what's good to see. Mr. Bloopy, he was in Ascension Season 1, and I think he did okay, like 5-5 or 6-4, something like that. So for 4K, like min bid, if he gets like 50% win rate, it's not bad, for sure.
I have no idea how active he is though. But yeah, if
Yeah, I don't know how active he is, but if he
he's at
plays,
his level, he's perfectly good for 4K. That's always a win.
yeah. And next up, we have Seansters, probably the best stall player, at least that I know of, for 21K. Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how active he's gonna be.
Look, I think with this guy is you say build yourself a team and play in this slot every week.
Yeah.
Line him up, let him go, and he'll do his thing.
Also, because he plays tall, he'd probably need like a roster that's like to his liking. So that's always tough. But if he gets you a win every week in that slot, and there's a good chance the other teams won't even mock for this matchup because no one wants to mock Stall. Trust me. So I
Yeah,
think
good
it's
point.
fine. It could be fine if he's active. Definitely 21K is fine. If he's not, then it might be slightly overpay. But yeah. Next up we have Acor. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I believe it's like one of Taquito's friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of Taquito's friend. I think he plays Oras as well.
Oh, if he does, that's a good one for them. They need. I think.
Yeah, I
Sean
think
says will
he's
probably say
decent.
plays towards Shield.
Yeah, probably. So I think he plays Oras, or he probably can play Oras, since there's two Oras slots. So I think he's okay for 5K. Like I've seen him in TDT, it goes around 50%, so should be okay here. Next up they have Bagel John for 6.5K. I know he's super active, so I think it's okay for activity presence, just because there's a couple of like question marks on the team. Um,
Yeah, activity is great. In team stuff because you just get the more marks you can get, the more looks
yeah.
different prep you
So
can
they
take into
filled.
account.
Yep, and they filled up their roster of 7, and then they got at the end all the undrafted players got to pick a team. So someone named Sai picked T-Bros. I have no clue of who they are, so sorry. I have, but like hopefully you can show us like uh your skills and stuff. That'll be cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
never heard of him.
Overall, I think it's solid. They definitely have players for Sword and Shield. Oras might be the weak spot with only Panther that I know of.
How many RS slots are there a week? Is it only one?
No, they made it 3-2-2. So there's 3 Sword and Shield, 2 Lil Cup, 2 Oras. I feel like Lil Cup is sorted. They have like 3 good Lil Cup players.
Yeah, they do. I think there's a. Did you say there's 7?
Yeah, there's 7 games a week now. There was supposed to be
Only
5.
Rosters of 8.
Well, 10, right? 2 captains
Oh,
plus
yeah,
7.
Throwing the caps. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. So looks okay. I think it's okay. Do you want to rank them at the end?
Right. Yeah, we'll do that at the end. I'd just say this team's biggest thing is they seem to be a bit weaker in RS.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I think Panthers probably forced to play there, just because I don't see anyone else.
Does he even like RS? I don't know.
He played Oras in
DPL,
DPL and
Shield.
no, he played Oras too, and he played Oras in UCA as well, and did like 3-1 or 4-1 there. So, I mean, he can get a win anywhere. I think Panther. So,
yeah,
should be okay. All right. Next up, we have the Quack Gang, with a pretty fire logo, Quacksire Goat. It's captained by Panda and Odin. Odin's the goat. I love Odin. He's my homie. Pretty solid Oras player as well, and Panda's really good. He's super annoying, but he's super good. At least good for this.
Poor little fucker.
Yeah, but that's. I would say it's one.
Odin's really impressed me too. Like he's been good on our PGP team.
Yeah, I think this is one of the strongest captain cores in my opinion.
Playing wise, yeah, no idea how good they are at being organized, but yeah.
Yeah. Pretty strong captain core, and they both play Oras. They can both play Sword and Shield, Ultra Sun, so that's really good. Flexibility. And Odin did really well in the Lil Cup Legends Tour, so he learned. Panda mocked for Lil Cup as well for Clash, so they can probably play all 3 formats, which is cool. And Panda mocks everyone as well. Odin gets the matchup, so they're pretty active as a captain core, I think.
Panda's the Dragon Slayer.
Oh yeah, he hacks the hell out of him, but he is the Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer.
They got first step. They got Plas for 31K, which I think is solid. Plas is probably one of the top 2 Little Cup players in the pool.
Plas as 31K for a Little Cup player is great, but if you're going to play him in a different tier every week, it might be a touch expensive.
Yeah, but Lil Cup support prep is good. He also plays Sword and Shield and Aura, so I know. I did play him twice in UCA. He knows what he's doing, so he's definitely solid. But I think it's okay because Plas is active. I think it definitely solid.
Pretty
like
active.
Lil Cup, if he plays, if he plays Lil Cup, it's definitely a win. So guaranteed win's not bad. Nunes. Yep, that's true. Next up, then Nunes for 25K. I never really got the hype around Nunes, but I know he's good. But I still feel 25k is a little too expensive. Um, Especially once you've spent 31k on Plas. But I don't know. What do you think?
I've never teamed with him, and I don't think I've ever played against him. But his reputation is that he's a very good player. I just haven't seen him win much yet.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen
I have no
50%
idea
win
about.
rates.
I
Yeah.
think he's a crew goon as well. TPL Crusaders. I think he's a crew goon, and
No,
they
he was
seem to like
Crit
him a
City
lot.
Gang as well, season
Chris
2.
City,
Yeah.
City too, and yeah, I think he clutched up a couple of times for them there from stories I've heard. So I think he's a
Yeah.
good player.
Yeah, it might be good, but I feel like just because of the drain on the budget, it might have been
Yeah, because
slight
they went
overpay.
31k plus,
And
31k plus. Yeah, put that pressure on, didn't it?
yeah, and like as you can see, the next picks are all like 6k, 5k, and stuff. So like, there's a lot of pressure on the top four to win, basically. But next up, they have Burigo. I believe he's friends with Odin. Like, I haven't heard
Yeah,
of him. I don't know what he
he's
plays.
another. What is it? He's another Brazilian or South American goon from
Okay.
team up with Odin.
Yeah, but that's good synergy, I guess. And if Odin trusts him, probably decent. Not sure what they play. This is the team I know the least about. Next up, they have Tone for 8k. I know Tone was
You
in
know, Tony.
Yeah, Tone was in Panthers front office and he used to build him sets, so he definitely knows what he's doing. Decent Little Cup player too, so probably their Little Cup, one of their Little Cup slots. Just so Panda and Odin can be flexible, I guess. Um, Charlie,
That makes sense.
I believe was in Ascension and he did okay, but I don't remember his games too well. But 5k again, so it's like anything over
Yeah,
50% is really good for 5k.
yeah.
Uh,
Charlie's not one I know, but if he puts in a couple of mocks a week and wins
yeah.
a game or two, it's well worth it.
3LG, I believe is Odyssey coach. Didn't watch the games, but if they went like 50% there, it's okay. Like if they made playoffs there, probably okay. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, Odyssey's a decent enough level.
and
It is.
Almighty Jacob for 4K, no clue, but one of the Almighty goons, so Panda probably knows him. Uh, yeah, I like.
I have never come across him.
Yeah, and Sengoku joined them in the undrafted, like the auction later, and I know they were fine in Little Cup, so that's good, like extra Little Cup support for sure. Um, yeah.
I think they should be pretty well balanced with and they might be a bit RS weak, but I'm pretty sure Nunes is
Now Panda and
will
Odin
know
both play
players.
Auras, so
Oh, really?
yeah, Panda was playing
That was
Auras,
kind
and
of
you see
yeah.
he beat Phil, and like he beat a couple of good players, and Odin played
Nice.
Auras for TDT.
I think they've got a pretty strong team then.
Yeah, but I think it depends on their availability, because I feel like the top four probably have to play a lot to get them wins. Or at least if 3 of the 4 win, though, then they just need one win elsewhere. So yeah, probably a pretty solid uh, team for sure. But again, yeah, if someone's unavailable, it might be a bit tough for them. But from the top four, because you need
Yeah.
your 5Ks to pick up. But I like they could work out. They're probably good players if you're not known. So looking forward to seeing how they do. This is why we have the tournament. Yeah, moving on to Hentynamo, captained by Hacker Killer the Goat and Cavs. Cavs won Ascension Season 3 with some really good prep. So, and
House is a good player and he can play all the tiers.
yeah, he can he's pretty good at mocking, pretty active, good like team building support. Hacker is decent. Sometimes he plays really well, but sometimes he brings Z-Dig, Weavile versus Skarmory. Um, but yeah,
The other thing Hacker brings is just really good activities. They're going to have a captain core who can help play and will be on top of like setting lineups and that sort of thing, making sure shit gets done.
yeah, that's true. I played under Hacker before. He was okay, like pretty good, decent captain. So I think this is like upper end of mid tier captain course by skill wise. But yeah, pretty like, and they got Colt first pick for 23k. Colt's decent, solid Little Cup player, solid Sword and Shield player as well.
I
And
think he's
20,
better at Little Cup than he is elsewhere, but he's a good player.
Yeah, for sure. And 23K is probably fine given how much the LC players actually went for. Uh, yeah,
I think occasionally Colt brings some really weird prep occasionally, but like having good prep help will maybe stop him from getting a bit too insane.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it depends on like if they oversee his prep or they leave him to it. Um, Big Daddy
Yeah.
Dave for 15K. Big Daddy Dave is good, but I don't know how active he is. That's mostly the concern. I've never seen him being super active. So
Probably going to be more active than Shaunsters, right? And
yeah,
they paid 1K per word from Shaunsters. So if they're getting better value than 1K per word out of day, they're okay.
yeah, he's an evil level coach, so he should like be a win most whenever he starts, like most times. So
Should be every week.
Pikachu Zappy Zap next for 14K. Who's coming off pretty good TDT run. Um,
Yeah, there's some hype around this guy, but again, I don't know him.
yeah, he had a pretty good TDT run. I think he's doing okay in PGP as well. I think he's playing there. So pretty solid player. Like 14K seems okay because he's been putting in wins recently.
PGP doc open. Let me have a look.
Yeah, I think he's 6 out someone. Yeah, you can take a look, but I think he's playing.
On SP, he's representing SPT, and he is 2-1 plus. Oh no, wait, that's someone else. He's 3-0. Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah, so I know he had a good TDT run. I think he was playing Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but he should be able to play Sword and Shield. I think. I don't know who plays Auras here. That's the only question, but
Maybe Zombie.
Zombie does play Auras. Zombie for 17K. Mister, he's Mister like draft league himself. I would say he's done like 50 draft leagues at a time. um, he's also super lucky in APA leagues, so add 5K value to his value just for the luck he brings.
I think they've also managed to buy themselves money help with that Sparks pickup.
Oh yeah, later on, yeah.
And he's really good at RS too, I think. So
Zombie plays ORS. Yep, and he plays Little Cup as well. He's pretty solid in Little Cup Legends, so should be good support throughout. He's decent at Sword and Shield as well. Zombie's a really good player. A little underappreciated because he hacks a lot, but I think he's solid. So 17K is fair price.
Underappreciated.
Herndon Chad for 6.5K. I believe he was the Indigo champion. So, and I think
he did win Indigo.
Yeah, I think he won Indigo, and then he made Odyssey playoffs as well. So definitely being on the rise, and 6.5K is like definitely worth it. I think he'd probably be Sword and Shield. So yeah, seems okay. Sparks the God next for 4K.
I think anyone who's moving on, worth it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and they're probably active and they build well. Sparks.
No matter what league you're in, a final is a final, and he clutched up. So.
Yep, for sure.
And in a pressure game, so that's good.
That's true. Sparks the God for 4K. Min bid. And as you said, he might get Theo Manny support. So definitely, that's a good pickup. I think he's friends with Hacker too, so that works out. Next up, Scoot Hawk for 5.5K. I have no clue who this is. So
never heard of him.
Yeah, but 5.5K is a Thomas Minbit, so as long if you
and so they've obviously upped it a little bit, so they must know him and know that he brings up something they want.
Yep, and next up they have W Walt, the goat. He's Hacker's friend, and Hacker thinks
this guy's a meme, right?
Yeah. He's the guy who would just stay in call like throughout, and lost.
Wasn't he goddamn muted during the auction, so he couldn't even pick his team?
I think so. I was asleep during the auction, so I don't know. All right, moving on to Rise Still Bad, which is my team. It's captained by Shy and Beardy. So the almighty goons. Sorry, what?
The best name already.
Isn't it the worst team because I'm on it? Shy and Beardy, pretty strong captain core. I don't know how much Shy is going to play, but Shy is solid when he puts in effort. Beardy is the goat. Beardy is a sweat, and he'll mock. He can play Little Cup or Sword and Shield. Shy plays Auras, I think. Not sure. I think he plays Auras. So I think they have the bases covered in Captain course for sure. Then they got some stinky guy for 18.5k first pick.
So this guy going for 18.5k, captain should be named. He's active, he marks, and he doesn't lose. There's a little side bonus that I come with it. Package deal. 18.5k is disrespectful.
Thank you, Sky. I was expecting some mean comments, but I think I put in my app that I was only playing Sword and Shield, so
doesn't matter. He still had a really strong season in Ascension and UCA. Things like the other players in this one.
Yeah, hopefully repay the fate. I did want to play for Beardy at the start of the auction, so that's cool that Beardy got me. Beardy is my boy. Next up, this is probably the steal of the draft, like right here. I'm calling this Gammon for 6k. Gammon is really, really good. He made Ascension semis or like quarters. He was like one of the best coaches. He did really well in TDT.
I think he also finished. He finished the regular season of Ascension first as well. I think.
Yeah, Yep. He was really good. He plays Auras. He's really good there as well. And 6k is like criminal underpay. Like I don't know what the coach is.
I thought when he got nominated, I thought, okay, this guy's going to go for 25k.
Yep, easily. 6k is a criminal underpay. This is the steal of the draft, like right here. For sure.
This is why I was saying initially, Rye is still bad. Is going to be a good team. First two picks are both underpays. Massive.
Yeah. Hopefully. Next up, TPB Robinizer, who's 12k. Super solid Little Cup player. He clutched up in finals of Clash, 4-3 down, and he completely dominated the game. And he had this super clean Pharaoh seed set, and yeah, just clutched up for his team. Did really well in Clash. He did win LC Wi-Fi as well, so he's super solid Little Cup player for sure. 12k is pretty.
A bad matchup. That Clash clutch match was a bad matchup for him. I remember helping him very briefly.
Yeah.
For it. It was a horrible matchup.
Yep, he was complete control, and he had his win confer seed set pretty good. Super solid player for 12k, and he should be a win whenever he slots in for Little Cup. Like he's really good. Especially with support, because we have a lot of Little Cup support, so he should be okay. Because I think he doesn't like drafting as much, so we'll take care of that. Next up, the Canadian kid for 8k. I personally don't know him, but I think he's okay. He's like, he was on the team Lee was on for the Battle of the BOB.
So, BOB stuff? Yeah, I didn't follow that.
I think he was like 50% or 60% win rate, so 8k I think is okay. Yeah, like I know he's known. I know both the guns. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's okay. Tezzy for 12k is pretty solid player. He had pretty good Ascension runs for sure. I think he mostly plays Sword and Shield. I don't know if he plays Auras, but yeah, 12k I think he's solid. He's made Ascension playoffs both times, I think. So, or all 3 seasons, or all 2 seasons, whenever he's played. So, yeah, definitely solid.
Tezzy's got to back himself. He's good. He's a good enough player, but he always seems to just out himself a little bit.
Yeah, he also played a really fantastic game, Draft League World Cup Season 2, I remember. He clutched up, and he played one of the best games I've seen with, like, Mega Zam Lando. So, yeah, GOAT there for sure. Yeezy for 9k. He's pretty active, is what I've seen. And I think he plays Auras, Little Cup, and Sword and Shield. So, 9k for activity plus, like, mocks and stuff. Like, he joined our APS server to mock us, so, for PGP. So, yeah, definitely active, which is always good. I think team tours always need people who are active. So,
that's one of the most important things.
Next up, Ravens for 19.5k. I have no clue, but apparently they're a Little Cup GOAT. So, yeah, which is good because I won't have to play Little Cup.
There are no mids, so they went with the budget left over. Let's drop
Oh
them
yeah,
all.
that's probably true because there's no mids for this. It's only 5 a week, so yeah. Another Little Cup player, which I guess frees up Beardy or me to play is elsewhere, which is cool.
Yep.
Uh, and next up we got Odds, I believe, who's one of the goons, and I don't think they're super active, and I don't know a lot about them, but if they're goons, they probably will get goon support versus when they're not playing goons. So you know, we take those, and of course this
Uh,
team gets the Skyhorse Tamer support. So the goated prep 5 minute builds that never lose. That's what we get. So this team is clearly a top tier team. Yep. Next up, we go to the Goons with Toxtricities. Super cool logo because I love Toxtricity. John, which is John Jr. and Jason died tight. Pretty solid core. They're both Evo coaches. Mr. Skyhorse here beats John in the semis for Evo. So, yeah, I think they both play Sword and Shield mostly. I don't know if they play Auras. I think they wanted Auras, so they probably play Auras.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I know Dai did okay in Lil Cup too, but I think Ogle was building his team, so. Uh,
Yeah.
Anyway, first up they got Amel for 17.5k. Who I think Amel was an Evolution finalist, who also Mr. Skyhorse beat in the finals. Um, he's solid. Definitely like really good play. He has good, interesting prep. He brought like Scarf Vaporeon a couple of times when I teamed with him for UCA. He brought Blunder Policy, Dynamic Punch, Nidoking, which is pretty cool. So definitely a solid player.
He's not afraid to bring fun sets.
Yep. And he's open to suggestions, so that's good.
And he's like one of those plug and play players. He can play Little Cup. He can play all tiers.
Yeah, he can play, like, he doesn't mind playing any tier, so he'll always put whatever is best for the team, so that's good. 17.5k, probably a little underpay given the quality of players, but yeah, solid.
Looking at their team, though, I don't think they'll play him in Little Cup very often. If
Yeah,
ever.
yeah, probably. And next up we got
Yeah,
Mr.
sure.
Ooga Booga, Mr. Olga. I don't know what else we call him.
How do you pronounce that? It's Ogal.
It's OG Albina. It is OG Albina. He was a captain for HQ.
I think he's just the original albino.
No, he's Mr. Ooga Booga. Yeah, I love Ogle. He's the Little Cub goat. Also pretty solid in Sword and Shield. He went for 29k.
It's a big prize.
Big price, but I believe all the captains knew he was gonna go to the Goons, so it was pretty easy to outbid this because they were always gonna put in a higher price.
Yeah.
I know he wanted to be a little lower than this, but 29, like, no, actually he wanted to be the most expensive player, so he just missed that. He's solid. He can play anywhere. He's super active. He'll sweat. He'll mock like 10,000 times for his games. He's active, so that's good. Next up, Jesse 504. He's actually a pretty solid player. I know him. He plays in 8-bit in my league. He made Little Cup finals.
Or he's not a Little Cup player.
Yeah, he's mostly. I've only seen him play Little Cup. I don't know if he plays other tiers. He's in LC Wi-Fi too, so he's definitely solid. I know Ogle was saying he's pretty good as well, so doing well in LC Wi-Fi. So 5.5 for a Little Cup player is not bad, especially because it
So
frees
did they pay 29k for Ogle to play Sword and Shield?
Well, mostly because he was a goon, so he should go on the goons team, right? I mean, 29k Ogle's still fine. I mean, he can play anywhere though, right? So if you play extra Little Cup in playoffs, he can play there, right? So
He a tiebreak.
I think he played Auras too in UCA one game or something, so he might play Auras too. I don't know. So Lob go for 7k. I know he's okay. Like he's wouldn't come the best player, but I know he's active and he wants to like have a chance to prove himself, so that's good. 7k is not bad. Like it's not like too much money to pay, so it's fine. Next up, Call Me Harry, who was their captain for Clash of Kings Season 1. He drafted both of us at mids. For 11k, Harry mostly... I've only seen Harry play Little Cup, And
Harry's a little cup king though.
yeah, but
Only at
he's
1K.
really good in draft, like draft leagues for Little Cup. He didn't like 8-1 Little Cup, so we'll see if he's like come over that. Last time I talked to him, he didn't like 8-1 Little Cup, but it's good to see him back in APA. And 11K, like he's solid. If he gets the hang of 8-1 Little Cup, he'll get 2 wins because he's pretty solid Little Cup player. He knows like everything.
Yeah, he is.
Just Kurt for 5K. Another goon. I was supposed to play him for PGP, but he subbed out. I think he's okay. Like, I think he was Odyssey, and he did okay. He played in Classic, and he was doing like okay as well. So, 5K is fine. Good synergy
When
with.
you're paying only 5K for people who are gonna provide synergy and be chill and you know them,
Yeah, and
it's
they'll
good.
be in call with the goons anyway, so that's also good. Nathan is also, I believe, a goon. For 6K. Like, yeah, I don't know what they play, but probably Sword and Shield, Auras, something like that.
No
Uh,
idea.
and Starfish is also a goon, I believe.
I
Or
think on his app, the reason Star went undrafted, I think on his app he literally just said he wasn't going to play for any team
yeah,
except for Jump today, so no one knocked him.
yeah, and they have budget left over, so I guess it's fine. Like, and they have friends, so which is cool because this chill. Starfish did 6-0 me in UCA when he hacked me, and
Did you really?
he did 6-0 me. Yeah, he burnt my T-tar weakness policy T-tar.
Yeah.
With Fire Blast. Not even Scald, but whatever. Yeah, next up we have Bug by Bros returning after Clash Season 1. Captained by Corey and Johnny. Senior John, that is. Both are super, super nice people. And both are retired, so, like, I don't think they're going to play. And they're going to let everyone else play, which is really cool. Corey might play it.
Cool when someone goes, I can't play this week.
Well, I
Do
think they
have-
can step in for sure, but I don't think John's played a game in a while, so it's probably rusty. Corey's played, but he's busy with work, so I don't know. But it's cool to see the OGs back for sure. The server's pretty chill, and their logo is pretty cool. First up, they got Stinky Man GCS, it stands for Garbage Cheese Strats.
This man 4K.
Yeah, he should. I would have paid 3K to draft for someone to draft. No, okay. Jokes aside, GC is probably the best player in the player pool. Pretty solid Oras player, pretty solid Sword and Shield player. Don't
Yeah,
play him
no
Lil
way.
Cup because you'll
Please don't.
you can
might
give
try
him
and
the
convince
perfect lead web set, but he'll set up webs turn 34. So never trust this man with Lil Cup. 28.5K I think is a fair price if he's active. I don't know how active he will be, but he's been liking team tours recently. Like, he's been super active in PGP for us. So if he's active, definitely worth the money. He will get you wins. Like, his prep is really interesting.
To make sure the man builds his team, because sometimes he wakes up morning of the game and he's like, "Oh fuck, I didn't build a team, fellas."
Oh yeah, I heal John quite a bit though.
I mean,
So
he's
yeah.
he's the same as me in that respect. But
Except Sky can actually build teams in 5 minutes. Milan or GCS needs 2 hours to build a team. Maybe.
Milan loves the team. He loves to fiddle with his teams.
Yep. For sure. So yeah, he's stinky, but I still love him. Next up we had Cambat X for 5K. I don't know a lot about them. I think they were like underground or Indigo coach, but 5K. So like hoping to see, I know, and Corey and John will give them chances to play. So it should be a good
Chance for
opportunity. Yeah, to show what they can do. Probably Sword and Shield, I would think. Next up we have.
If these players want to like they're reapplying for the APA, the next wave of APA leagues, doing well in this sort of thing will help the commissioners
Yeah.
put them in the right league.
Yep, for sure. Next up we have Ultra Player, for 26K. Fair price. Ultra Player is the king of creativity. I would say has the most like sets you can't think of. He brings like Iron Defense, Substitute, Rock Blast, Excadrill versus Corviknight, stuff like that. Really creative sets. He can play Sword and Shield in Little Cup. I don't know if he plays Auras, but pretty solid player.
Just remember to hack him.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets hacked a lot, unfortunately. So and then he gets tilted. So yeah, if if I'm playing him, I would just put all the moves that can hacks, and
Yeah, you
yeah,
just
just
bring
try to
T-Wave and T-Wave and
yeah, just tilt him. Also do that versus OG Albina. He gets tilted right away. So just run T Wave, Sub Toxic Protect. Also run Sub Toxic Protect versus GCS. Best strat.
oh, man, I love a man who gets tilted over.
Yeah, sorry, Ogle, we love you, but this is for fun. Next up, they have General Tar Heel, 7K. He's pretty good. I watched his APA run with Charizard X when I had Charizard X for Sky's League, and I won with it. I went undefeated. So I would watch his videos on how to use Zard X. Pretty solid player, and I believe he's won a Little Cup tournament. So he's also like a Little Cup player. APA original. He's been APA for a while. Pretty solid in Classic. So definitely knows what he's doing. 7K I think is like underpriced maybe. I think he's pretty solid. I suggest he plays.
From your description, that sounds like a video. I know nothing about him.
Yeah, he was an APA Wi-Fi coach. He played Wolf and stuff. That's how I know him. But
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, but I think he only plays APA Classic, so maybe most of the other captains don't know him. But yeah, he's pretty solid, and I just think it's just because people don't know him. His price was low. Next up, Luxans for 10K. So there's like 3 or 4 Luxans, and I don't know which one this is, but since you got
Say not that. And then, yeah.
there was one in Evo, there was one in Odyssey, so I don't know which Lux this is, and there was one on my UCA team.
There was a Lux in Evo.
I thought so. Then there was a Lux that subbed in, and there was a Lux on my TDT team as well. So I have no clue which Lux this one is. I'm really sorry, but 10K.
Maybe they paid 10K for 3 players.
Probably that would be cool. I think this is the Weeb Luxens though, because Ultra Player Corey. I think this is the Weeb Luxens who's okay or good. Like I don't know. Next up is Potato Z. I have no clue, but min bid again. So hopefully you get a chance to show like how good you
I
are.
think he's actually alright. Like I played him in Little Cup, and he brought some decent stuff.
Oh yeah, he did play in the Little Cup Legends. Yeah.
He didn't make it out of our pool, but our pool we were in a
Stacked.
pool of death.
Yeah.
Ultra, myself, Lars, and someone else.
Colt? No.
Colt, yeah, it was Colt.
Yeah.
Absolutely stacked pool.
Unfort.
It was unfortunate for him to get landed there, but he seemed like a good enough player. I think he got a win against. He either beat Plaza or Colt. He beat someone.
Okay.
So
That's
he
not.
can,
Yeah, that's
he
good.
can play Little Cup.
Yeah. I mean min bid, so anything is good. Next up, they have Erop 22. Friends with Ultra Player. He's a goat as well. Brings some interesting sets and 4.5K. He did do decent in Clash Season 1. I think he was undefeated low tier, or only lost 1 low tier game. So if you can pull that in like Sword and Shield or Auras, it'll be pretty good for 4.5K. And they got Matrix at the end, who I believe is an Indigo player, but like they're pretty active. Yeah.
When he's not working, and he's pretty active, I think.
So that's good for activity because they do have GCS there, who put his activity as a 3 himself. So makes up for that.
They have any people who got the similar time zone to GCS?
Same time zone? I'm not sure. Probably not.
I don't think so. Yeah.
GCS gonna be alone. Then he asked Kairai for help. That's how it is. Anyway, next up we have the Big Dick Brigade, captained by Slick and Brett, with a pretty funny logo. Slick's a solid player. Plays Sword and Shield, Auras, and Little Cup. He can play anywhere. That's cool. Brett thinks he's the GOAT, which is debatable. I think he plays Auras, Little Cup, and Sword and Shield as well. But I believe he's been super busy.
Yeah, he's okay at Auras.
Yeah. I believe he's super busy with work, though, so I don't know if he's going to play. But, yeah. First up, they got TJ for 30K, which is, okay, I guess. TJ's solid, like, Sword and Shield player, probably, like, one of the better players, along with GCS.
TJ can't help but sweat, though.
Yeah, so, like, he'll always sweat.
He's also really good, so it's good first pick.
He can also play Lil Cup, help there. He can play Oras as well, so because he plays UDL, so definitely a solid player. Like he can play anywhere, help anywhere, and his experience with team tours help because he is DPL player, obviously.
Yeah, he's an experienced player. He's a
So
good player.
so he can provide that clutch experience. He can also be clutch as well, so that's cool. Next up, they got Regulator for 15k. Best chat present, bro. He's never lost a game in Clash. He's undefeated.
Hey, before they, so when they picked Greg, it hadn't been announced that you were getting this free undrafted player at the end. So they handicapped themselves. It's 15k guy who's not going to play. They almost didn't even get like a number of players. They're going to have availability issues.
Yeah, it's 7 games a week, so this team probably.
If you have 7 games a week and you need to put Greg in because no one else is available, he'll forfeit.
I think Greg will play if someone builds his team though, so maybe that's what he did for
Sure.
TDT season 3, but he went 0-2. But he's the best chat presence though, right? So he's gonna get the best chat presence award. I don't know. Next up, they got Beazle for 18k. Sorry?
Did you say so?
They got Beazle, Mr. Beazle with the super aggressive energy. He'll trash talk his opponents for endlessly. 18k might be a little steep of a price, but he does play Lil Cup and Sword and Shield. He did really well in Ascension, where playoffs was top 3 or top 2 coaches. So yeah, he's doing well.
This is where you throw back to Gammon. Gammon had a better Ascension season.
Yeah.
And dominant Oris player, and is 1/3 of the price.
Yep, Gammon was criminally underpaid. So, but Beazle probably this is what Gammon should have gone for 20k.
Yeah, about there. Yeah. Exactly.
Beazle's I think price is okay. I know he's not as active because of work, and his schedule's like horrific. It's like awful. He works like 9 or 12-hour shifts, but he can get you wins. And he can play Sword and Shield Lil Cup, so that's good. Endless Gadgets 13k. I don't know how good as a player he is. He was captain, so go ahead.
Endless has been my captain twice now, 2 seasons TDT, and I think I said this for Tezzy as well. He just needs to back himself when he plays. Like he's a good enough player. He builds decent enough teams, but I think when he plays, he gets a bit nervous or he doubts himself. Something goes on. So if he just relaxes, has a deep breath, and enjoys it, he's going to win games. He's a good player.
All right, that's good.
He's pretty busy with work normally too, so his chat presence isn't amazing. He's like a mature guy who can help out with the odd mock, that sort of thing. So
yeah, I believe he's active. So yeah, that's good. He does break up the Skyhorse core in TDT twice, so I don't like him. No, I'm just kidding. Next up, they got Kurt the Buzzwolf for 4k. He's doing okay in Sword and Shield recently, and I believe he gets. Yeah, it's Aussie Kurt, and he gets support from. Sorry.
Aussies are just born with it.
He also gets Silver Smasher support, I guess. So that's good. Silver Smasher the goat. 4k, pretty probably underpaid. I think he's decent enough. Yeah, he's solid. So, but I guess at that point in the draft, budgets were low. So,
I think they had 9k left for 2 players, and they're looking at it going, dominating who the hell onto this team.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he plays Sword and Shield. I don't know if he plays Aura, so that's. Oh, the Slick and Brett play Aura.
Player with Brett, and you said Slick can as well. I think Endless can play Aura too.
TJ plays as well, so I guess they're fine there.
Yeah, they should be.
And BK, I believe he played Ascension Season 1 and did okay. I haven't seen a lot of him after, so I don't know. But min bid again, so hopefully he can show what he has to do.
It's a min bid pick. I know nothing about it.
Lord Z is okay as well. I think Indigo. He believes in Merciless Pex, which is amazing. Merciless Pex, the good set. Yeah, he's okay. So if he's active, yeah, he definitely added a slot.
Or it's a good chance some of these players to um, get known a little bit better or just show off a little bit, but also for them to learn from. He gets to be on a team with Slick, Brett, TJ,
Yeah,
who are all decent players, so he can learn
yeah,
a thing or two.
yeah, definitely. And
TJ's a nice guy, so he'd be happy to help teach and that sort of thing. I would have thought.
yep. And last team finally was the Boston Cloisters, captained by Medicus and Dan, commissioners of APA.
Is this the worst captain core easily? Because
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I don't think they're not playing. Probably they're not going to play. They haven't played like 6 years each or something.
Medicus played APA like the APA League last season, but I know his front office was building teams. I think so. I don't know. I haven't seen Dan play in a while. Dan's amazing. He's an English British lad who follows football. I met them both, but yeah, I don't think they've played in a hot minute. So definitely, probably one of the weaker cores. I don't even know if they're playing.
You slept through the draft, but their auction plan was get Moran and then get him to join the team for us.
So, oh yeah. So first up, they have Moran, 31K. I believe he's only playing Little Cup, and he's probably
Whatever. The thing is with Moran though, after being on a team with him, he's not going to lose a game in Little Cup.
except in
Very,
playoffs
very.
for TDT because he underestimated someone.
He might think everyone drops a game here. This man should be expected to win every single Little Cup game. He's also got the experience and the skill. He's going to look at a matchup and give someone 3 sets in the first 30 seconds that are all going to work and be the right set for the matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Moran's probably top 3 Little Cup player, so definitely should be a win. And he really enjoys Little Cup, so he'll definitely sweat. His teams can only be used by him, though. I will say his teams are really weird. He spams the same stuff over and over again. But definitely solid player, and everyone can learn from.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, he runs Stuffle, Stunky, Pony, Mudbray. Yeah, same thing
He
over.
loves his horses.
Yep, he'll run the same thing and he'll call things garbage randomly. But yeah, his opinions aside, he's a pretty solid player.
Rookie's good. What are you talking about?
Sure. Yeah, pretty good. Probably the best World Cup player in the pool. So 31K makes sense. Big. He has.
Him or Paz, I think they're the top 2 Little Cup players.
Yep, and I think they made the World Cup Legends final, so makes sense. Moran has DPL experience. He's won a chip, so definitely has experience.
He's won 2, man. He's won 2.
Well, yeah. I thought the first one was taken away. But yeah, he's good. Moran's solid. Next up, Arctic Weavile for 10K. He's really solid too. He was on our team for Clash of Kings Season 1 and did well.
It's the lowest he'll go.
Yep, he's been doing well in PGP too as well, right? Isn't he 3-0?
I can check that for you. Just a sec.
I think he runs
Who's he
it.
play for? Do you know what team?
NCP, the Goons. I think he's Virgin
He's
Slayer.
on CP.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
Mr. Virgin's. Okay. Yeah, that person, if it is Arctic, is 3-0.
Yeah, so he's been doing well. I think he did decent in TDT as well. So, solid player for 10K. Definitely like worth it. Might be a slightly underpick because he's good. Not super active though. I think he just builds his own team. So, that's the only thing. Shuckle King for 26K. Again, probably one of the better sword and shield players in the pool. I don't know if he plays Oras, but 26K probably fair. Skyhorse also beat him on this way to an Evo Finals win. So yeah, it's pretty sorry. He teamed us with us in HQ and played low tier. Went 0-2 with his stall team, but then went 2-2 after. So he's a player.
SK is good.
He gives insight.
Given what he wants, he'll win games. His experience, he knows what he's doing.
Yep, and he can give good insight for a matchup. Yeah.
The thing is, I haven't said it too much because it's not just make a team; it's draft pools. He'll be really handy for draft pools because he's a good, experienced drafter.
Yeah, and again, he's someone you can learn off from, so that's really good. Next up, they have Geese, guys. I don't remember. No, I think it's Geese because he said it's pronounced like cheese. So, Geese for 4.5K. Pretty good Little Cup player.
It's pronounced like cheese.
Well, like yeah, like rhymes with cheese, cause
That's
geese.
one Gaius. Then.
No, I think it's geese. Like yeah,
I'll go with Gaius. Gaius.
guys. 4.5k. He plays Little Cup. It brings like interesting sets. So I guess he's the second Little Cup slot for them, which is cool. Um, oh, Medicus is actually decent at Little Cup though, so he might play
Isn't
Little Cup.
Ollie a little cup player too?
He plays Little Cup. I don't know how good he is. I think he did okay in Little Cup Legends. I don't know if he made out of pools. I don't think he did.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, Geese is okay for 4.5k. He was Ascension. He has creative sets. But I don't think he sees like the full matchup, so he can learn from like he can spot win cons and stuff from Moran and Shuckle King. Yeah. Next up, Ollie for 5.5k, who's decent. I think it's Sword and Shield and stuff. Again, almost min bid, so anything's okay. Yeah, I don't know a lot about Ollie. I just know him from like, did he play the doubles league with us, like the multi battle thing?
Oh, you're stretching my memory a bit here. I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think like OG Albana and stuff know him, so 5.5k seems okay. Next up, they have Kyle for 4k. Kyle was in Ascension Season 1 with me. Super nice guy, and I believe he's like more active now. Like he has more time. So he'll definitely be active. He played a really good game versus Shuckle King actually. Week 1 of PGP. Where he brought the sub bulk
Oh, he beat Shuckle King, didn't he? With the really nice
sub bulk up.
Water machine.
Yep. So definitely he can learn from them, and he's more active now. I know, so he'll put in work because I talked to him. So yeah, definitely not bad for 4k for sure, and he can learn.
He just had a really disappointing Ascension or Odyssey or whatever he's in at the moment season. Didn't he go like 0-10 or something?
Yeah, I think Odyssey, cause but he said he was like busy with work and stuff. He had like 60-hour work. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Next up, Pineapple for 4k. Pineapple's okay, I think. He can play almost every format, so that's good, and he'll be active and chat presence. So.
Mine's actually okay.
Yeah, Pineapple's okay. Some people think he's a meme, but I think he's okay for 4k.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep, and they got Kian the Beast, who is he was decent as well. He has like creative prep and stuff. Like he brings creative.
Is he another Odyssey player, or is he?
He was Ascension Season 1. I think he dropped to like Odyssey or Indigo, but yeah. So yeah, this team like is kind of relying on Moran and Chuckle King to like build teams or prep in support and insight. But
yeah, I don't. It's too top heavy and don't have what's enough like.
Yeah, probably because and the captain cores are like probably not gonna play. So
Imagine if Pineapple gets like Moran and SK build support, he's gonna win games.
Yeah, probably. So can like Geese with Moran support for Little Cup. So
yeah, he can too.
So it depends on how active Moran and Chuckle King will be, but this is the team most likely to die in activity because the captains are not going to be. I don't think they're going to be active.
Moran will have 7,000 words a week.
Oh, for sure. Moran would probably take over as captain, but yeah.
Yeah, shortly after you'll get Moran in captain's chat suddenly.
No, I'll kick him out. But yeah, anyway, so we can tier now, and I got this nifty little tier maker I made. I got everyone's logo. See, super professional, right? This is top quality Pokemon con.
Effort that's put in.
Yep. Anyway.
Long, like.
Yep, this is top quality content. See, this is why you should sub to me and get me to 50 subs. And see, this is why I'm doing a video with Sky for the first time. So, you know, sub for that Aussie accent, and then I'll get him back for random battles, and I'll smoke him there.
That's sweet. Yeah, all right, if you say so.
All right, how do we start? Do I just go? No, we just go left to right.
Start with the T-Bros.
So what do you think? I think T-Bros are pretty solid.
We might have to adjust the tiers as we go. The T-Bros are alright. The captain core pulls them down a little bit, I think, actually. Versus the other captains.
Yeah.
Just in playing ability.
They do have two really good players, Panthers, Sean
So the
Sturs.
goal is what? They're gonna win 4 games a week. I reckon they could win 4 games a week pretty easily, though.
Yeah, Panther, T-Row. Noe Metagross is solid too. Sean Sturs if he plays. Acor's not
Yeah,
bad. So I
yeah,
think
Acor's not bad, and it's decent enough too. So yeah, I reckon
com-
we'll start them incompetent. We'll start them there.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd agree with that. And they definitely have players for like tie breaks and stuff for playoffs. So yeah, options as well. Because Panther can be flexible, which is good. Next up, Quack Gang. Probably the strongest captain core, but they're super top heavy. So mm, they're relying a lot on the top four to win. Hello, you here?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to put them actually. I don't know enough about
It
Barrigo.
depends on.
I know Barrigo. All right, from what I've been told, Barrigo and you say Tone are good. So I reckon they're not worse than the T Bros.
Yeah, I would probably put them probably competent, but not stacked. Cause
They're not stacked.
yeah, that makes sense. I'd rank them. Can I not? Okay,
But I'm not
whatever,
letting you. Oh, whatever.
whatever. Next up, Hentynamo. Mm,
I think of these three, they're the best team.
yeah, I feel like they're kind of stacked because the top Cavs plus
Got,
Hackers not bad as well. Plus the top four are really good. Um,
yeah, you've got Sword and Shield sorted, and you've got Little Cup handled too.
and then Hearn and Sparks are not bad as well, and they'll be active, so it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fox's team did pretty well in Bob. I'm not sure.
I think they won because he was with Theo.
Yeah, so,
He was with Theo, right?
yeah,
Theo's team won.
yeah, Theo's team won. Yeah, yeah. So they've got a good team.
So they're stacked.
We'll give them our first stacked rank.
All right.
Come on to stacked.
All right. I won't rank this one because it's my team. So
This is just stacked. I mean, nothing else to it.
you say stacked?
Yeah, it's simple as that. It's stacked. There's nothing else to it.
All right. Okay, you heard it. Sky said it. I did not take part in that one. Next up, we have the Goons, the Tuxtricities.
I've made a lot of friends in APA, and I think I'm going to make some even more friends when I suggest this. I think they're delusional. That's one of the delusional drafts out there.
We doing it just for the memes or?
It's maybe a little bit of a meme, but to be honest, I'm not sure they've got enough firepower in Sword and Shield and Oras to win. Yeah, if there were 7 Little Cup slots a week, they'd be fine. But
yeah, that's what I think. There's like too many little cup slots, and I don't know about Oras, but
yeah, not enough strength in the top tiers. Like I would, yeah.
yeah, because I feel like they don't have like a GCS or a Shuckle King kind of player. In...
Yeah, I would have to lose a You Tried or a Delusional. I would put Delusional because it's funnier, but
I think it's too rude, so I'm gonna say you tried.
I'll try the nice guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't put no one delusional. Come on. Maybe we'll see. Bug by Bros. This is an interesting team. It depends on the activity of this stinky man GCS.
It's quite hard to rank these guys.
Because
GCS are both really good players, and from what you say, Tar Heel's a decent player. But then behind that,
Erob is okay too in Sword and Shield probably, but
they're not
behind.
going to win. They're not going to win 2 Little Cup games a week.
Yeah, I don't know who plays Little Cup for them actually. So
If they have to play Ultra in Little Cup, then they're suddenly a lot weaker elsewhere.
yeah, I think Tar Heel plays Little Cup, but I don't know the other slot. So yeah, I feel like this is probably one of the weaker teams.
Maybe Potatoes is the other Little Cup slot, but he's not got the experience to consistently beat players like Panther
Or Moran.
Bars, these guys. Yeah, so I mean, I would put them as You Tried as well.
Yeah, I really don't want to put anyone delusional, even though it'd be funny.
It's a good target. This next team is a good target for Delusional, I think.
Actually, yeah, probably, because with a
Yeah.
name like that, they're probably compensating for something.
Yeah, this is just Delusional.
I mean,
they can get Greg to play. That's Delusional.
Actually,
They can get
true.
good at present. That's Delusional.
Yeah, probably, because you drafted Greg, and yeah, come on, they're gonna trash talk anyway, so let's as well encourage that by putting
Yeah.
them delusional. encourage the
Embrace that.
trash talk. Yep. And last we have. I mean, it would also be funny to put Moran in delusional, but. uh,
Some of his takes certainly are.
but then there's
He's a
also Kyle, who's super nice, and Arctic Weevil, the goat. So, again, this team relies heavily on this top three, but I don't see a fourth win. Like most weeks, I see them losing like 3-4, um, a couple of weeks, so that could be tight. So I don't know. I would put you try the
Freak.
delusional.
Before HQ special.
Yeah, but I don't know. I could do delusional, so it's
You tried.
symmetrical. But
You tried.
yep,
You tried.
yeah, you tried.
Right.
Seems.
Want to make any changes here? I
Uh,
think
I think that looks good. Yeah, yeah.
you've got to give me a prediction on who you think is going to win.
I think.
Or-
Nah, I think Beardy is gonna win because Beardy doesn't lose.
Yeah, right. I'm happy with that. I'll go. Rye is still bad, but for the interest of having a non-biased vote, I'm going to still say Rye is still bad.
Rye is still bad. Yeah, we didn't have Rye join our gang yet, which is so sad. Come on, we need to have the mascot join. Come on, Beardy, get on it. Oh, also Beardy, you're a goat. I know you want me to say it, but you're a goat, but you also stink.
Beatty sucks.
Yeah, Beardy is bad. Beardy lost when he didn't take my team for Little Cup Legends. How dare he? But
Doesn't he lose because he shell smash at the end when he had a guaranteed win if he just clicked smash?
I think so, but also like he refused my prep support, so that's on him.
Yeah,
Because Darkrai builds don't lose. Darkrai loses, but my builds don't lose.
yeah.
Alright, anyway, thanks for joining me, Sky. This was fun.
No.
And for anyone else watching, this is just for fun, so don't take it too hard. We're just joking. It's all good fun. And for players like who are drafted, try to learn from the players like who are like established, like Moran, Chuckle King, GCS, Panther. Like it's a good opportunity to learn. So definitely, yeah, try to learn and just have fun. Like this is for fun and chill. So yep.
It's a good chance to learn a different tier. Like if you're a sword and shield guy, you can learn a bit about LC and RS as you go.
Yeah, that's true as well. Like if you want to learn a format, this is probably the best tour to ask your captain that can I play in this versus like a good ORAS player or something. That'd be awesome. So yeah, and looking forward to this tournament. Should be fun. And that's all for me. Bye, and I'll see you next time. Oh, please. I'm super close to 50 subs, so for Sky's amazing Australian accent, and to see more of him on the channel, get me to 50 subs, and then I'll do another collab with Sky.
Do it or I'll throw drop theirs at you.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, guys. See you next time. Bye.